Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to say we are one step closer to search and rescue missions with a helicopter pilot's license in place, commercial helicopter pilots in place, turbine endorsement, engine rating is in place. Everything is all systems go at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, I have even more news than just that. We have just been pushed an update. It says our game needs an update. It wasn't a very large one. It is coming down at a pretty significant speed. I'm liking it. It didn't take very long at all. I'm going to see what changes it made, if it made any improvements, if it broke anything, or what in the hell is actually going on after this little update has been pushed. I think we need to get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. We're about to get our hoist endorsement. Yes. We've been comparing 2024 with 2020, and I said 2024 because it is coming in first place at this point in time. Microsoft has been working with their team diligently since the launch of this new simulator, probably unrelenting, not getting much sleep. I'm sure Jorg is on just the last thread at this point, but he's excited. He's pushed out the most ambitious commercially available flight simulator ever created, and bravo to the team. Ladies and gentlemen, you have done something truly amazing, and I just a round of applause. Love it. This is everything and more than I could have ever expected. It's almost like it's a slap to the face, bang, and we're in. Here we go. We've got hoist endorsement ready to go. It's only 12,500 credits. I'm sitting at 13,260. There is no preliminary list on the left-hand side of what to do prior. Our prerequisites have been met. We have the coin. Let's spend it. Let's get in the air with hoist maneuvers. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time through, if this thing crashes now, I just might lose it right here in real time. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I really don't. I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to try to have as much confidence in the team as I possibly can, and that's what's going to happen, okay? That's what's going to happen. We're going to be successful with this mission. I think I'm talking too much, and I should just get into it. I don't know. What do we do? What do we do, right? Should I just string you along a little bit more, or should we dive right in? I know. I'm only playing. Here we go. Hoist endorsement Airbus H125 certification opens the door to participating as pilot in command for search and rescue operations around the globe. Helicopters play an integral part in locating, retrieving, and transporting injured citizens from coast guards to mountain rescuers to medical services is thanks to the use of rotorcraft, and the response time and efficiency of these services has dramatically increased over the years. You will be flying a simulated rescue operation at Gawab Lake in the French Alps. The briefing consists of all this and a bag of wow. This certification opens the door to locate the target, hover above the target area at 30 feet. So again, we're looking for a hover altitude maintenance of 30 feet, waiting for the crew to retrieve the target while maintaining a hover. Fly towards the object once everyone is safe and secure inside the helicopter. Remember to fly as smoothly as you can once the patient is on board the helicopter. Back and forth, back and forth. Here we go, ready to go. Oh yeah. I don't know about you, but I can already see a little bit of a difference in the quality of this graphic right here. As you can see in the upper right, upper left-hand corner, my GPU is at 4%. Frames are unavailable at this moment. I'm going to leave it right there until we do get into this, but let's see what's up. I have already tried to button map some hoist controls onto my throttle. Let's see what happens with them.
Today is the day. The final test before your first flights as a proper SAR helicopter pilot in command. We will be simulating a standard rescue operation by locating and then hoisting a target into the rotorcraft. Slowly transition into a hover once you get a clear visual above the target area. I know that you're well aware of this, but the safety of your crew and your target is the most important consideration during the flight and hoist process. Do that, and you'll be well on your way to completing this endorsement.
Got the hoist outside the chopper now. Got the right variant going. The area looks pretty good. I like the rocks up the slope. I'm not, again, using the highest graphics settings at this point just to maintain a true clarity and smoothness of flight. Still at a unavailable frame rate. Gotta love it. We'll try to get back to that a little bit later. Let's get in the cockpit, ladies and gentlemen, and try to do a search and rescue. I'm hoping that they recognize my overlay. What? Why is that popping up just in the middle of it? I digress. I need to keep hover concentration here. I need to be focused on this. This needs to be a 30-foot hover. I'm going to come down and bring me way down to this. I haven't seen where a 30 AGL mark is. I believe I'm a little over 50 at this point. It is a stable, slightly descending attitude. I'm going to stop my descent, but continue to move forward as smoothly as possible. Finally, we're here. Feet over the target.
Wait until the rotorcraft stabilizes over the target at an altitude of 30 feet, ready to start hoist. Green light to the rescue crew. Preparing hoist.
Mission number 1. I already see an improvement in the descent of our rescue swimmer. At the default distance from the helicopter, I can see my flight mechanic reaching out. He's trying to manipulate the cable as it goes down. Our swimmer does impact the ground and put his legs into the terrain. But he is down on the ground, and we are in our first helicopter rescue mission. He is stuck there. Let me see if what happens if I put him a little closer. I do like the slack in the line. The rescue swimmer is completely underwater right now, and we are on our way up. It was a matter of drifting that cable into our patient. They are coming up. I love the swing. This is looking so much better, ladies and gentlemen. What a difference. What a difference. They do enter the side of the helicopter. There's a lot of interference with the actual airframe. Not bad, not bad. Okay, that's mission number 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. We are good to go. It does say hover at 30 feet. Fly back towards the valley
Everyone's
entrance.
Inside the helicopter. Target is secured. Let's go.
I am going to do a
Take us back
max
to the valley
power
entrance for debrief.
ascent while I turn this bad boy back around to make sure that my tail rotor isn't impacting any trees on my way around. I do know that when I came in, what was behind me is clear. So as long as I make this a nice, straight, vertical ascent, while I turn, I'll be in good condition. So far, I believe the flight itself has been, I would say, about 80% smooth. Everything is looking and feeling really good right now. Day 4. So it's only taken 4 days from ground zero, install, fight through thousands of bugs within different parts of the entire experience, including system crashes to desktop and then just full computer freezes. This has been a adventure to say the least. However, here we are. Search and rescue. It's looking good. It is looking really good. Valley entrance, a little under a half of a nautical mile. We're going to get back into our cockpit here. Our EFB, I don't think we weren't even given the opportunity to manage an EFB on the way in. There's no information.
You performed this rescue operation like a veteran SAR pilot. Congratulations.
Hover stability 100%. Everything went perfectly during this flight. Out of 1 million of possible points, we're at 997,879 points for that. I would have to say that is an acceptable mission choice. Well done. You have been certified with a Hoist Endorsement. We have passed, and it now allows me as a pilot to operate a helicopter equipped with a hoist system. It's crucial to search and rescue operations. What? Yeah, baby. Finally. I did get all the way down to 760 credits in the process. It did take 4 days. Our CPU, if you haven't seen this yet, this information's coming up on screen right now. I've got the Ryzen Threadripper 2950X with 4.4 gigahertz as a clock speed, 16 cores, 128 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 2080 Ti graphics card on a VRAM of 11 gigabytes, and I am only using Wi-Fi, which is another reason I've kind of set these levels down while I'm streaming. When I'm not streaming, I am able to push my graphics a little bit more because there's more of a reserve available. Hope that explanation helps on exactly why I chose to do that. It makes sense to me. It has helped with the reduction in frequency of crashes, and I'm happy with it. 5 certifications passed. 8 specializations unlocked. In rotorcraft, we are already 4 search and rescues in real time. I want to know if we are able to disable flares and other things like that in sim for a more realistic situation for those people out there that just don't carry that kind of safety equipment with them when they go hiking. It happens a lot. I don't know if you guys have ever watched like Coast Guard Alaska or anything like that, but really intriguing the way people forget to plan ahead when they are in the wilderness. Around the world we go. Ladies and gentlemen, search and rescue missions have opened up to us. We are going to check our little island over here. See, we don't have anything available in Reunion just yet. I have a feeling we're going to be able to get there eventually. Eventually. And I'm okay with it because we're there. We're finally there. These are first flights. These are flight seeing. We have jumping. I'm not seeing any more SAR missions. I have her. Oh, search and rescue. What? It is not available. You need to complete all the specializations prerequisites first. Now what am I missing? The helicopter? What in the world could it possibly be? Rotorcraft. Search and rescue. Every prerequisite has a green flipping arrow. I'm going to put both of these in search and I can't do it for the airplanes yet. I wonder if this is causing the issue. Is it because I don't have enough money? Specializations. I mean, come on. What else do we need here? It's on rotorcraft. I am at level 3 or above, most definitely. H125 isn't availability. See, these are not selectable at the bottom of the screen. They are just there as a menu to see what's available for this specific mission set. And in the mission sets, maybe there's like some prerequisite of flying other missions first. Like this one has oh, that's me. You know, I was told that there's a little bit more to be done within these camera icons, but this is back into the Cessna 172. The key is also in the Cessna 172. I'm curious if these need to be done before I can proceed. I'm not seeing really any other options here. Again, just more roadblocks. More and more and more and more roadblocks. I wonder if there's a certain type of like flight hours you need to achieve. I mean, there's nothing that says I don't have enough time. It's actually told me flat out that I have what it takes to get her done. Advanced, I'm not worried about the satellite views or the map display. All of the stuff that I need there is there. Frustrating. Headquarters. Need a little bit of a polish. If the specialization is unlocked and I put this on rotorcraft, if you notice, every time I do this, it hasn't saved it in the rotorcraft position with the check mark. The search and rescue is now checked. I have hoist and turbine engine rating complete. Back. Reputation level is increasing close to it. I'm at level 22 right now. I'm coming right along. There is no reason for this nonsense. Where did that search and rescue mission wind up going here? Anything in Alaska? Cargo. This was it. And it still appears to be grayed out, not available. You need to complete all the specialization prerequisite first. Am I blind? What again am I missing here, Microsoft, Asobo, Hype Performance Group, and to the team? You know, I credit you with a lot of things that work well and look great, but I'm going to keep slamming you on this stuff that is basic. Contradicting itself. You want me to get prerequisites for it? I get the prerequisites for it. Then you tell me it's not available because I don't have the prerequisites for it. Certifications on this tree to do hoist is already complete. There is not another path that goes further than this outside of hook endorsement and the airline transport pilot license rotorcraft. Transport pilot. Wait a minute. I mean, it is a cargo, but they also use that for firefighting, and either way, I digress. You get what I'm saying, though, right? there's no other path to take beyond that. I don't need a power lift rating. I don't need any of this stuff. I mean, eventually what I'd like to do is make all of these green and just take my time doing it over the years until they launch something like 2028, which, you know, is probably going to be a thing, although this new streaming climate might put a halt to that, and they could just be pushing more and more updates. If you didn't know, they pushed another update. Yes, sir, they did. Yes, ma'am, they did. Wasn't a big one, but it was there. I think what I'm going to do for now, ladies and gentlemen, is take the time to try to earn a little bit more credits, see what happens as I push the H125 through some more missions, and we'll get back to you on how that goes. I think it's a good plan. That is exactly what we are going to do. So it's been a blast. It's been a ball. We are one step closer to it all. Thank you so much for coming. Let me know what you think. I appreciate everybody.